take the first. You keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mind. It's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
Take that pain, pass it down like bottles on the wall. Mama said her death's oh, there's no one left to call. You stay up counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you cannot run. In the dead of night, on that broken road, I won't let you walk.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run with a former LSU Tiger. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. This defense for the Broncos very strong in that victory a week ago.
It's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Ready.
2nd and 5. His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on his head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Here's Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
2nd and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, here's Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Raiders had 8-3 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. Black, white, what, blaster, six.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. If you look at this Bronco defense, this unit very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Right, ready. 33, yellow. Cut, cut.
They'll look to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Lane. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 36. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
Now, like that he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field, sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up.
And got his man complete. Down the right sideline. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cover. Oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Well, we love to say get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Denver.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Nix to the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles and key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Goal from the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Jumping a minute, but can't stir it no more. Riding the wave and they turning on show. What's it used to be a rich when your inside's gone. This, but you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life just slows you down. Your body gets acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow. Set. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Yeah, on everything that I love.
On the ready.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Got his man. It's Thornton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
29-yard line.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack.
loss of 12
He
yards.
couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Back to throw. Nix. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Broncos first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finds Pickens out right. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
14.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. To their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Denver.
Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Wait. Set.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 33, yellow. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And that one too wide and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set right. 6, red, 38. Fury, yellow. Set hut.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Set. Black, red, yellow. Edo blue. Blue striker. Steel, black.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Let's go now. 10 black. 52 blaster. Let's go.
They'll look to throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in his rep thing, Nick siblings. Nothing for my children. They just
now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
60 red.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
33, yellow. Set.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
A tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Come on, set. 52 blue, yellow, go. Fury, yellow. 6, mega.
They'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a third and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now third down and very long.
Let's go. White, 45. White, ready.
Now Young. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now Young on fourth down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Green Jack, ready.
Young will set to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Now the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
That's the score. Raiders 21, Broncos 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun is Nix. And the Raiders have got it. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going. It's Nix. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Okay, right. Slide through. Ready. 10 cycles. 50. Green. Steel. Black. Claws red. Black Ultra. Set.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And now they'll shift things around. Here's Nix. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Blaster. Ready. Hut.
Now Young. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
45, 1,
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get only 2 there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Ready?
They get this out left. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. One touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 28, Broncos 9.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They're on the 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cool. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow.
Young. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They hold it only 2 there on the screen, and 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Come on.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Panther 60. Cougar 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
The 16-yard line.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Gravity Lions.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one with 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
19 Tiger. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Raiders 28, Broncos 15.
Scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 52 blaster. 45. White. Red. Cycle. Go pink.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time.
The 6-yard line.
When they've needed to play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Fight, yellow, 25, 60. Hut.
Going for the knockout punch. He'll try and run. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
4-yard gain.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
that's Drew Sanders who got in there and dropped it.
this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Now here's Young. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's now 4th and goal.
52. 22 middle. Ready.
4th down, Young. And it's caught. And he takes it in for the score. The game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.